4 signatures. Just 4 strokes of ink stood between the world's biggest girl group and complete collapse. In boardrooms thick with tension, YG dangled record-breaking deals while rival labels whispered sweeter promises, and millions of blinks held their breath. Would Jennie, Jisoo, Rosé, and Lisa choose freedom over family, solo glory over sisterhood? If you're a real Blink and you believe BLACKPINK is more than just a contract, your like should already be there. And if you want more Blinks to know the truth, hit subscribe right now. Because tonight, we don't just talk rumors, we uncover what they never wanted you to see. This is NM60 Kpop, and this is the story behind one of the most powerful contracts in K-pop history. August 2023. 4 global superstars stood under the spotlight, unsure if it was their final performance as a group. BLACKPINK had reached a critical turning point, one that every K-pop fan knows as the infamous 7-year curse. Since debuting in 2016 under YG Entertainment, Jisoo, Jennie, Rosé, and Lisa had been under a standard industry contract, set to expire that year. As their agreement neared its end, the future of the world's most influential girl group hung in the balance. Despite dominating global charts, breaking streaming records, and headlining Coachella, BLACKPINK's biggest battle wasn't on stage. It was happening quietly, in contract negotiations behind closed doors. With over 90 million YouTube subscribers, the most for any music artist, and a record-breaking tour grossing $148.3 million, BLACKPINK had become more than a group. They were a global brand, but even the strongest brands need stability. And in K-pop, renewals aren't guaranteed. Fans, known as Blinks, watched anxiously. Would the members sign again with YG and continue their reign, or would each member pursue solo paths? The speculation intensified after their world tour concluded in September 2023 with a highly emotional concert in Seoul. On stage, the members held back tears. Jennie offered a hopeful message: "We will continue to be great as BLACKPINK." But nothing was confirmed. Meanwhile, YG faced its own crisis. BLACKPINK represents a major share of its revenue through music, tours, and endorsements. Losing the group would be a massive financial and reputational blow. 4 icons, 1 expiring contract, no official statements, just rumors, tension, and millions waiting for answers. What do you think? Comment below. Would you have stayed or walked away? This was the high-stakes backdrop for one of the most pivotal negotiations in K-pop history, between 4 women who redefined the genre and the company that launched their careers. For months, even the smallest hint, a cryptic Instagram caption, a tearful thank you on stage, sent fans spiraling into speculation. Headlines blurred the line between truth and fiction. In July 2023, an alleged leak from Chinese platform Weibo claimed to reveal the group's future. Jennie would leave YG, Rosé would move to the Black label, Lisa planned to depart entirely, and Jisoo remained undecided, torn between staying or following Rosé to YG's sub-label. Though the leak was unconfirmed, it spread like wildfire. Debates erupted across fan forums. Around that same time, eagle-eyed Blinks caught Jennie referring to herself as le départ, French for the departure, in an interview. Was it just poetic language or a hidden goodbye? Every move sparked new theories. Rosé appearing at luxury fashion events in Paris, Lisa flying across continents for solo schedules, Jisoo shifting her focus to acting. To many fans, these weren't coincidences. They were signs, clues that BLACKPINK's members were preparing for life after YG. Behind the curtain, industry insiders were buzzing. Korean media outlets began reporting that contract talks had hit a wall. Then, in September 2023, the biggest shock of all, reports surfaced that Lisa had turned down a renewal offer rumored at $37 million. The number was staggering, and it revealed just how far YG was willing to go to hold on. Meanwhile, YG Entertainment's stock price fluctuated wildly. At one point, when news broke that 3 out of 4 members might not renew, shares dropped over 13% in a single day. Investor panic reflected the stakes. BLACKPINK wasn't just an idol group, they were a financial empire. YG's responses to the press were cautious. Negotiations are ongoing. Nothing has been confirmed. But the silence only fueled the chaos. Fans created massive threads analyzing every body movement, every flight log, every whisper from anonymous sources. Some feared a full breakup, others prayed for a miracle. As 2023 came to a close, BLACKPINK's contract saga had become more than a negotiation. It was a full-blown cultural moment, one that felt less like a business deal and more like the plot of a high-stakes K-drama. The entire world was watching, waiting to see whether the most powerful girl group on Earth would remain a unit or walk separate paths into the future. After months of silence and uncertainty, the turning point finally arrived in December 2023. BLACKPINK would remain together under YG Entertainment, but this time on their own terms. On December 6th, YG officially announced that all 4 members had renewed their contracts for group activities only, ending the months-long speculation that had left fans around the world in suspense. The company's statement emphasized strong trust and serious discussions, and the outcome was unprecedented. BLACKPINK would stay united, but each member was free to manage her solo career independently, outside of YG. The impact was instant. YG's stock surged nearly 30% following the news, a clear indication of just how essential BLACKPINK is to the company's identity and financial survival. Fans everywhere celebrated the announcement, not just because BLACKPINK wasn't disbanding, but because this contract represented a new chapter in K-pop history. It wasn't just business, it was evolution. Jennie, Jisoo, Rosé, and Lisa had secured something few idols ever achieve: full independence in their solo ventures while preserving the strength of their collective brand. According to insiders, 2 of the members had signed on early, while the other 2 joined later on a project basis. The delay suggested they negotiated with care, intention, and a desire for autonomy. And in the end, they won. Hey, if you're enjoying this story, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to NM60 Kpop, and comment your thoughts below. This is the kind of K-pop content they don't show you on the surface. Shortly after the deal, the solo moves began. Jisoo launched her own agency, Blissoo. Jennie introduced Odd Atelier. Lisa unveiled LL Loud. And Rosé, though quieter, was reported to be preparing her own music label as well. In a matter of weeks, all 4 members became the CEOs of their own careers, while remaining committed to BLACKPINK as a group. They didn't just renew a contract, they reshaped the K-pop industry, they rewrote the rules. With the contract saga finally resolved, BLACKPINK stepped into 2024 not with a tearful farewell, but with a brand new blueprint for idol freedom. YG's December press release promised a comeback album and hinted at a 2025 world tour, quickly dubbed by insiders as BLACKPINK 2.0. Just one sentence, "The quartet will reunite for global promotions," was enough to light up fan forums across the world. When Lisa was asked directly on a Thai talk show if BLACKPINK was over, she smiled and said, "Of course we're continuing. BLACKPINK is for us as much as for Blinks." Her words cut through months of noise and reminded the world sisterhood came before any billion-won offer. Each member began living the freedom they had fought for. Jennie launched her label Odd Atelier, dropped her first solo EP, and turned heads from Cannes to Hollywood. Jisoo, through her agency Blissoo, landed the lead in a Netflix K-drama and filmed a historical movie in Spain. Rosé split time between studio sessions in LA and Paris Fashion Week, teasing fans with stripped-down songs on Instagram Live. Lisa created Loud in Singapore, mentored a dance survival show, and, according to whispers, signed on for a Marvel-adjacent role. But their solo success didn't pull them apart. It made the group stronger. A Jennie Vogue cover brought new listeners to Kill This Love. Lisa's viral dance challenges drove TikTok views of Money and funneled fans back to BLACKPINK hits. Rosé's Saint Laurent campaign trended globally, while Jisoo's drama teaser cracked Netflix's top 10. 4 paths, 1 spotlight, each success amplifying the next. YG moved smartly, quietly reserving stadiums from LA to Bangkok. Their bet, anticipation plus rarity equals historic demand. What makes this era revolutionary isn't just survival, it's reinvention. BLACKPINK didn't settle for renew or disband. They created a third option: individual freedom, collective power. Their decision reshaped how idols can negotiate, reclaim control, and build something lasting on their own terms. Fans once feared an as if it's your last goodbye. Now, they witness a rebirth. Blinks didn't just watch this happen, they helped make it possible. Because BLACKPINK's legacy isn't defined by contracts, it's defined by courage, unity, and the fire to evolve. In 2025, when 4 silhouettes walk out in sync once more, the world will know BLACKPINK isn't just in your area. BLACKPINK is rewriting the rules. BLACKPINK didn't just survive the 7-year curse, they transformed it into a blueprint for freedom. They chose independence without sacrificing unity, proving that idols can own their stories and still stand stronger together. In an industry built on control, they rewrote the rules with elegance, power, and purpose. Their journey wasn't handed to them. They negotiated, they risked, and they rose. And now, as the world watches the stage reset for 2025, one thing is clear: BLACKPINK didn't reach the top by following tradition. They got there by breaking it. If this chapter moved you, drop a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more truth beneath the headlines. This is NM60 Kpop, where the story never ends. It evolves. It